is syndrome calculation circuit. Okay, so syndrome, as we know that syndrome is normally used to calculate to know whether there are any errors in the transmitted code. So let us say there is a code V which has been transmitted. So V is the code which has been transmitted, obviously over a noisy communication channel. So noisy communication channel means obviously the channel will add certain noise to whatever we have transmitted. So Z, let us Z be the received code. So this is the transmitted code. So I am writing TX, and this is the received code, which is I have written as RX. So V is the transmitted code over a noisy channel, and Z is the received code at the receiving side. So obviously the Z may or may not be correct, a valid code, because of if there is no noise, then obviously it might be a valid code, but because all the communication channels do have noise, so because of that Z will be may not be a valid code. So the function at the receiver side, which is the decoder's function at the receiver side is to know whether is there any error occurred while transmitting the transmitted code, which is indicated by V. So the decoder at the receiving side has to check the Z, and it has to decide whether Z is a valid code or it does have certain error in it. Okay. Now, so for that we now normally calculate the syndrome, because we have solved many problems, if you remember syndromes. So we calculate the syndromes, and then we can correct the detect as well as correct a single bit errors. So let us know whether we have done it for the linear block codes, but now we are dealing with binary cyclic codes. Okay. Now, so a non-zero syndrome indicates that the transmission errors have occurred. It means if the syndrome is a non-zero. If you remember, we used to get syndrome as 100, 101, 110, like that. So whenever the syndrome is non-zero, then obviously we have to understand that there is a certain error. So we can say a non-zero syndrome indicates that transmission has happened, but with certain errors. Okay. So the syndrome, let us indicate that syndrome by S of X, because we are dealing with the binary cyclic code. So let us indicate that syndrome by S of X. The received vector, let us indicate as Z of X. Received vector, let us indicate it by Z of X. Now if I divide the received by the generator G of X, then it will be equal to Q of X plus S of X divided by G of X. So Z of X, that is the received one, will be is equal to that the remainder which is resulting from the division of Z of X with G by the G of X will be is equal to Q of X plus S of X divided by the G of X. So the division result. So what is Q of X? Q of X is nothing but the quotient. After the division, whatever the quotient we get, that is indicated by Q of X. The syndrome is S of X is the polynomial of degree n minus k minus 1. So this is the degree of this is n minus k minus 1, as we know that n comma k is the systematic code. So E of X is the error pattern which is caused by the channel. So what we can write, see the transmitted one, the received one, which is Z of X, will be is equal to whatever you have transmitted, plus there will be certain error which gets added. Z of X is the received one, because I have written here the received is Z of X. V of X is the transmitted one, because we have said the transmitted one is indicated by V of X, and in the channel certain error will get added. That error is indicated by E of X. Now if you divide the whole equation by G of X, then it is Z of X divided by G of X is equal to V of X divided by G of X plus E of X divided by G of X. So whole equation I have divided it by G of X. But we know that transmitted is nothing but V of X. We know that we know that V of X, that is the code vector. Code vector is always the multiplication of message with the generator, right? If you remember, C is equal to D into G. but here because we are speaking about binary cyclic codes, here v of x is equal to d of x multiplied by g of x, right? So what we can write, the above equation will change now. Z of x by g of x will remain same. Now v of x divided by g of x. So if I take this g of x this side, then it will be v of x divided by g of x will be equal to d of x. It means in this particular place I can write d of x here, d of x plus e of x divided by g of x. Okay, now continuing. Now if you combine the equations here, so let us write this as equation number 1. Okay. So let us write this as my equation number 1. Let us write this is my equation number equation number 2. Equation number 1 is this. This is equation number 1. So if this is equation number 2, and finally we got equation number 3. So this is the equation number 3. Okay. So if you combine equation 1 with equation 3, combining 1 and 3, if I combine 1 and 3, I will get d of x plus e of x divided by g of x is equal to q of x plus s of x divided by g of x. See, equation number 1 and equation number 2, the left hand sides are equal, so automatically I can write right hand side also equal, correct? Now, so let us bring this d of x this side, so it will be e of x divided by g of x is equal to q of x plus d of x. You might be having a doubt that d of x is positive here. If it goes this side, it should be negative. That is subtraction. But if you remember what I have said, that the addition as well as the subtraction in the modulo 2 is same, so nothing changes, right? Plus s of x divided by g of x. Now, if you want the error, whatever the error happened, so e of x is g of x multiplied by q of x plus d of x plus s of x divided by g of x will be the error. So hence the syndrome z of x is equal to the remainder of resulting from the dividing error pattern by generator polynomial, and the syndrome contains information about the error pattern that can be used for error correction. So if you calculate the syndrome, then we can easily find the error as well as we can correct the errors. Obviously these things will get easier when we solve a problem. So let us solve a problem.